Okay, we're off to the Grand Canyon. It's definitely a snowy trip. Watched some storms come in over the last couple, 3 weeks, and yeah, they got snow. I think a little bit more than what I had imagined, but that's the way life goes. I did get there really close to when they plowed the roads. In fact, a couple of them were closed. I didn't really get to partake in those until near the end of the trip. Here's the parking lot detail. These guys keep things clean around there, and he was just hanging around, so I went over there and wondered whether he would talk to me and answer some questions. They are all about the canyon. Everywhere you go, they're looking to see what you left. Yeah, I did stay in one evening and kind of set up and do my night sky thing. Basically hanging around at the edge of the canyon for about 3 hours. But I walked around, had a nice hour-long walk. And then the stars came out. This is right along Pipe Creek. There's a nice view down the Kaibab Trail.
All right, let's go do some snowshoeing. All right.
Yeah, this was kind of the whole point of the trip, was to come out and enjoy the snow and the view. And we had both. It was 2 to 3 feet of snow most places. Made it a little slower going than I had actually anticipated, but definitely fresh snow makes it worth it. And at places like this, so I wandered around for a couple hours playing with the trees and just taking a look at the canyon. And seeing whatever there is to see.
It's a Grand Canyon. All right, back from a little snowshoe, little early morning activity.
So we'll motivate to a new location. And go see if we can run into some animals. These little guys are definitely having a frosty breakfast.
In white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you.
Yeah, I like seeing the animals in the winter because they really don't blend in anymore. In the summertime, they kind of look the same way as the ground does. But in the winter, they're easy to spot. Some of the roads did get better as the weekend progressed. I don't know how he drove into a place that he got into behind that sign.
I'll give you everything and more, and that's for sure. I'll bring you diamond rings and things right to your door.
Kind of got waylaid on this picture. I thought that they were going to drive straight into the station. Instead, they went in through the Y, and then they backed up into the station. Hence why they were coming the wrong way. Let's take a break and go check out the other side of life.
On your own little cloud, when you don't see the
It's a wonderful dining room. Katie and I have eaten there before, and it is wonderful.
you walk out on me when we both disagree.
This is a little private dining room off to the side.
Not what you care for.
Oh yeah, creepy.
Heard it all a million times before. Take off your coat, my love, and close the door.
It was definitely cold. There was plenty of snow, plenty of icicles.
Darling, don't stand in the pouring rain. Don't sleep in the subway, darling. The night is long. Forget your foolish pride, nothing's wrong. Now you're beside me again. You try to be smart, then you
Oh, that's a good overview of the village.
it hurts when your ego is deflated.
And their porch overlooks the canyon.
You don't realize that it's all compromise, and the problems are so
No, the public areas are very nice.
goodbye means nothing when it's all for show. So why pretend you've somewhere else to go? Don't sleep in the subway, darling.
Very nice sunset. No clouds today, but very nice time.
Don't sleep in the subway, darling. The night is long. Forget your foolish pride. Nothing's wrong. Now you're beside me again. Don't sleep in the subway, darling. Don't stand in the pouring rain. Don't sleep in the subway, darling. The night is long. Forget your foolish pride. Nothing's wrong. Now you're beside me again.
Toward the last of the day, these clouds showed up just on the western side.
Don't sleep in the subway, darling. Don't stand in the pouring rain.
Well, another day, another adventure. Let's head back to the trails and go for a hike.
Time to get a move on. We were young with all of our might. Catch us if
Oh, look! Somebody on the side of the road begging. You wouldn't have think that they'd allow this in the park. This little guy was working hard.
now we gotta run. No more time for fun. When we're getting angry, we were young with all of our might. Catch us if you can. 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 Here they come again. Catch us if you can. Time to get a move on. We were young with all of our might. Catch us if you can. Catch us if you can.
Okay, this looks like a good place for hiking. As you can tell, it's definitely cold out. It's getting below zero at night. It's pretty nice during the day, but it definitely keeps the snow in the trees for days and days afterwards. Out here in the forest. It's really neat how the forest does come right up to the edge of the canyon. It's a nice trail. On this one I didn't need the snowshoes. Very comfortable morning, just wandering through the trees. Getting lots of views of the canyon.
Just about midnight. She make me feel so good. I want to say she make me feel alright. Cops walking down my street.
And what is this?
Watch you come to my
Look at that
house.
trail.
You knock upon my door. And then you come to my room.
I am walking on a freshly plowed trail. The snow machine just came through. I can't believe it. Look at that. Is that something else? I can't believe they can do that.
This is the trail that runs along the rim. They come along and plow it every so often. Always watching for animal tracks. This little deer kind of ran in. You don't see any steps in between, and later on he's walking and you can see him dragging his feet.
Watch come to my house. You knock upon my door. And then you come to my
It's kind of a burn area over here. I guess where Sky Burn kind of got out of control one time and kind of burned up here, so at least it's a small area. Hey, as you can see, it's getting a little warm out here now. We got too many layers on. Time to head back to the car. Maybe go fetch some lunch. Enough of this walking in the snow snuff for a bit. All right, microspikes.
You know, I was kind of hanging around waiting for the train. Couldn't resist the shot, so here's the Grand Canyon Railroad leaving the Grand Canyon station. They just don't follow any of the signs. You can take a mule ride or a horseback ride while you're at the canyon, and you can do that even when there be snow on the ground. These elk just are in the parking lots. They're just everywhere. They come by wherever you're hanging out. This is the old powerhouse. I believe this is where the boiler was back when they generated steam for all the buildings. But the snow was neat. It was starting to come off the roof in little waves. And sometimes the sickles. Finally, the last morning we got the Hermit's Rest Road open, and that goes out to the west rim. It's been closed for the last 2.5 days that I've been here. So I was excited to go out there because it's usually closed and it's a shuttle only. But in the wintertime, you can drive out there as long as the conditions will allow it. It still is a little early. They had a couple of the pullouts that were already plowed. This is actually where I intended to come out and do a lot of snowshoeing, because I knew they wouldn't be plowing the trails out this far. But I did have to wait for them to open the road. And they do limited access until they can plow these parking lots here. You know, there's still cross-country skiers and people plodding along.
Well, here we are at Hermit's Rest. The sun's finally up, so we'll see if it gets a little warmer.
But that's kind of nice. It's a little gift shop out at the end of the road, and they usually have a nice fire going on in there. But
Well, you just never know. I guess I'm here too early. It's before 9 o'clock, so ain't nobody here. So no way to get warm. It is cold out. It's freaking 0 out about. I think it was -3 this morning. So it was a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. Well, might as well head back to the car. Boy, one thing about Grand Canyon in the wintertime, just is very few people here.
Yeah, that's about the only thing you didn't see much of in the pictures because they just weren't there. But it was nice to see the views. I think it's a 9-mile long road. I think I ended up seeing 3 other cars. So it was a very pleasant trip. But time to head south. This is the hotel I stayed at, Best Western. They had indoor, outdoor, heated pool, spas. It was a pretty deluxe location.